Right. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Babu man salla salatan marrataini. Chapter 1 who recites salat twice. Right, so a person who recites salat twice now. So either your first one is your faraz, your second one nafil, or is both going to be faraz. What is the mas'ala? You understand it? So now we have to do the first hadith now. And Jabir radiallahu anhu qala kana Muaz ibn Jabal يصلي مع النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم ثم يأتي قومه فيصلي بهم متفق عليه. It was Jabir radiallahu anhu, he said that Muaz ibn Jabal radiallahu anhu used to recite with Nabi Karim sallam. Then he would come to his people and he would recite with them. So according to Ahnaf now, we will say that Hazrat Muaz ibn Jabal radiallahu anhu, to get the fazilat of Jamaat with Nabi Karim sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he read first Isha with Nabi Karim sallam as nafil. Then he came to his people and he recited the faraz with them. So that will fit perfectly for the Ahnaf. So there's two scenarios here. One is to read the salat twice, right? So one is a person maybe read his faraz at home. He read his. Okay, there's another hadith. Let's do the next hadith. وعن جابر رضي الله قال كان معاذ يصلي مع النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم العشاء ثم يرجع إلى قومه فيصلي بهم العشاء وهي له نافلة رواه البيهقي والبخاري. Jabir radiallahu anhu said Muaz ibn Jabal radiallahu anhu used to recite with Nabi Karim sallam Isha. Then he returned to his people and he would recite with them Isha, and it will be for him a nafil. So it will be for him a nafil is referring to what? So we say it refers to the first salah. The first one that he made with Nabi Karim sallam, that is for him a nafil. So this can happen either a person recites at home now, he recites his faraz at home, right? So you recite your faraz at home, and now you come to the masjid and you find the salah still must take place. You can join them then as nafil, because your faraz is done already. The other scenario is that you join maybe a popular imam or whatever, you join him as nafil. And after that, you go like in Muaz ibn Jabal's case, you go now to another masjid and you perform the salah there, right? And that will be your faraz, right? So the thing here is now that this has got to do with niyat. And niyat is a fail of the qalb, you understand, the heart. So a person cannot say that Hazrat Muaz radiallahu anhu read his faraz, finished with Nabi Karim sallam, unless Hazrat Muaz radiallahu anhu said that he made intention of faraz with Nabi Karim sallam and he made intention of faraz again. You understand it? You understand it? So therefore, right. So therefore they say that till you don't know that, you can't say that. Then you have to follow qiyas. Qiyas will demand that if you did your faraz once, then your faraz is finished. You can't do your faraz twice, right? And Allama Turashti, right? He says that the ulama say that that's wahiya lahu nafilatun. That portion is not mahfuz. It is not, in other words, it's an addition. And it's not mahfuz. Wahiya lahu nafilatun, right? So everything will fit well together if we say that the first four rakats he read with Nabi Akram was nafil, and the second four was faraz with his jamaat. Because so then otherwise, according to Hanaf, you can't lead your own jamaat with nafil. You reading nafil and they're reading faraz behind you. According to Hanaf, that's also not valid. وأن يزيد بن الأسود قال شهدت مع النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم حجته فصليت معه صلاة الصبح في مسجد الخيف فلما قضى صلاته وانحرف فإذا هو برجلين في آخر القوم لم يصليا معه قال علي بهما فجيء بهما ترعد فرائسهما فقال ما منعكما أن تصليا معنا فقال يا رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم إنا كنا قد صلينا في رحالنا قال فلا تفعلا إذا صليتما في رحالكما ثم أتيتما مسجد جماعة فصليا معهم فإنها لكما نافلة. رواه الترمذي وأبو داود النسائي. Nazeem Yazid ibn Aswad, he said, I witnessed what Nabi Akram Sam, his Hajj, and I recited Salah with him, Fajr Salah in Masjid Khayf. Then when he finished his Salah and he turned around, and there was two men at the back of the people, they did not recite Salah with him. So he said, bring them to me. So they were brought, and the flesh beneath their shoulder blades were trembling. In other words, their body was shaking. They were worried now. You understand it? Why were they called up? So Nabi Akram said, what prevented you to recite Salah with us? So they said, Oh Nabi Akram Sam, indeed we had recited Salah in our conveyances. So he said, then do not do that. When you do not do so. When you recite Salah in your conveyance, then you come to the masjid where Jamaat is taking place, then recite Salah with them, because indeed it will be for you nafil. You understand it? So which means the second Salah now, the first salah was done as far as now. The second salah was nafil. That part is understood and fits with all the mazahib. You understand? You understand? So the last portion of the hadith, what it shows that what you read last now, that it became nafil. Whether you read the first salah with jamaat or you read it alone. You understand it? Right. الفصل الثالث عن بصير بن محجن النبي أنه كان في مجلس مع رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم فأذن بالصلاة فقام رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم فصلى ورجع ومحجن في مجلسه فقال له رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم ما منعك أن تصلي مع الناس ألست برجل مسلم فقال بلى يا رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم ولكني كنت قد صليت في أهلي فقال له رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم إذا جئت المسجد وكنت قد صليت فأقيمت الصلاة فصلي مع الناس وإن كنت قد صليت. رواه مالك والنسائي. From Busr ibn Mihjan, from his father, he said that he was in the majlis, with Rasulullah sallam. Then Iqamah was given for Salah. So Nabi Akram stood up and he recited Salah, and then he turned around and Mihjan was still in his majlis, sitting place. So Rasulullah said to him, what prevented you to recite Salah with the people? Are you not a Muslim person? So he said, surely, O Nabi Akram, however, I had recited Salah by my family already. So Nabi Akram said to him, when you come to the masjid and you had recited your Salah, and then Salah is established, then recite Salah with the people, even though you had recited your Salah already. You understand? So here's the same thing. You can join them for the Salah. Remember, Ahnaf will also make restrictions here. After Isha is fine. After Zohar is fine. But you can't make, after Maghrib, you can't make three, because there's no three nafil for us. You understand? So you can't make after Maghrib, you can't make after Fajr, and you can't make after Asr, because there's no nafil after Asr also, according to us. ورجل من أسد بن خزيمة أنه سأل أبا أيوب الأنصاري قال يصلي أحدنا في منزله الصلاة ثم يأتي المسجد وتقام الصلاة فأصلي معهم فأجد في نفسي شيئا من ذلك. فقال أبو أيوب سألنا عن ذلك النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال فذلك له سهم جمع. رواه مالك وأبو داود. There is a man from Asad ibn Khuzaymah. He said that he asked Abu Ayyub al-Ansari, and he says that one of us recited Salah in his house, right? Then he came to the masjid and Salah is established. Should I recite with them? I find in my nafs something about it. I got a doubt about it. I'm not sure must I recite with them or mustn't I recite with them. So Abu Ayyub radiallahu anhu said that we asked about that Nabi Karim Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So he said that is for him the share of Jamaat. That is for him the share of the reward of Jamaat Salat. You understand? So in other words, no harm, you can join them. There's no harm, you can join them. And you'll get the reward of Jamaat Salat. And Yazid ibn Amir قال جئت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم وهو في الصلاة فجلست ولم أدخل معهم في الصلاة فلما انصرف فرسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم رآني جالسا فقال ألم تسلم يا يزيد؟ فقلت بلى يا رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قد أسلمت. قال وما منعك أن تدخل مع الناس في صلاتهم؟ قال إني كنت قد صليت في منزلي في منزلي with a yadi في منزلي أحسب أن قد صليتم فقال إذا جئت الصلاة فوجدت الناس يصلون فصلي معهم وإن كنت قد صليت تكون لك نافلة وهذه مكتوبة رواه أبو داود. Mazid ibn Amir said, I came to Nabi Karim Sam while she was in Salah, so I said, and I did not enter with them in Salah. So when Nabi Karim Sam turned around, he saw me sitting, so he said, did you not accept Islam, O Yazid? I said, surely, O Nabi Karim Sam, I'd accepted Islam. He said, what prevented you to enter with the people in their Salah? He said that I had recited Salah in my house, and I thought that you people had recited already. That's why he read it down, because he thought the Jamaat is finished, right? So Nabi Akram said, when you come to the Salah and you find the people reciting, they recite with them. And if you had already recited, that will be nafil for you, and this will be a faraz. So outwardly, this hadith here now shows that this is a faraz, the second one. You understand it? And let's do the next hadith and we'll see. وعن ابن عمر رضي الله عنه أن رجلا سأله فقال إني أصلي في بيتي ثم أدرك الصلاة في المسجد مع الإمام أفأصلي معه؟ قال له نعم. قال الرجل أيتهما أجعل صلاتي؟ قال ابن عمر وذلك إليك إنما ذلك إلى الله عز وجل يجعل أيتهما شاء. رواه مالك. Ibn Umar that a man asked him, and he said, I recite Salah in my house. Then I get the Salah in the masjid with the Imam. Should I recite with them? Ibn Umar said to him, yes. So the man said, then which of the two Salah will I make as my Salah, as my Faraz? So Ibn Umar said, وَذَلِكَ إِلَيْكَ, that's not for you to decide. Is that for you? Is that towards you? In other words, why are you deciding that? You understand it? Innama dhalika, indeed that is for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to decide. You understand? Yaj'alu, he will make whichever of the two he wishes as your faraz. So this is what some Shawafi and Imam Ghazali rahmatullah alayhi also says, that if you recite two faraz, right? Your faraz twice, then one of the two without specification becomes your faraz. One of the two is your faraz. Allah Ta'ala will decide which one. You understand it? So this is what they say. However, most ahadith, what you understand is that the first one is your faraz and the second one is your nafil. وعن سليمان مولى ميمونة أنه قال أتينا ابن عمر رضي الله عنه على البلاد وهم يصلون فقلت ألا تصلي معهم؟ قال قد صليت وإني سمعت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول لا تصلوا صلاة في يوم مرتين. رواه أحمد وأبو داود النسائي. Then Sulaiman, the freed slave of Maimuna, he said, we came to Ibn Umar on Bilat, right? And they were reciting Salah. So I said, will you not recite with them? He said, I had recited already, and I heard Nabi Akram saying, they do not recite one Salah in a day twice. That by Ahmad, Abu Dawud, Nasai. Right. Bilat is a portion in Medina Manawwara, which Hazrat Umar Radiallahu made outside the masjid, where the people can sit and talk. So that they do not talk in the masjid. Maybe just like so, not far from the masjid. You understand it? And you understand? And the object is so that they don't talk in the masjid. Right. So this hadith here now, right. So what he said, right, is got to do with that person who recited Salah with Jamaat already. He recited his Salah with Jamaat. Now he comes in and there's another Jamaat, the Jamaat is taking place. Then he doesn't have to recite it alone. You understand it? But if he recited his Salah alone, and then he comes in and he sees the Jamaat Salah taking place, then if it's not a makruh time for Nafil, he can join them in the Jamaat. You understand it? So this hadith will apply according to Ahnaf. It will apply to when he recited his Salah with Jamaat already, and now he comes and he finds another Jamaat taking place. He doesn't have to join them. You understand? But if he recited alone and he comes and it's not makruh time for Nafil, then he can join them. It's better to join them. Right. One Nafin, radiallahu anhu. أنه قال إن عبد الله بن عمر كان يقول من صلى المغرب أو الصبح ثم أدركهما مع الإمام فلا يعود لهما. what you got there? فلا يعود لهما. Right. It was a Nafi rahmatullah alayhi. He said Abdullah ibn Umar, he used to say, whoever recited Maghrib or Fajr, then he gets them with the Imam, he shouldn't repeat them. You understand it? So this hadith, they say, is according to Imam Malik rahmatullah, because according to him, you don't repeat the Maghrib and the Fajr. Alright? And according to Ahnaf, even the Asr. So Ahnaf is Maghrib, Fajr and Asr. Imam Malik say Maghrib and Fajr. Imam Shafi rahmatullah alayhi, he says all your salahs you can repeat it. Right? And yeah, you understand it? He says all your salahs you can repeat it. Right. Babu Sunani wa Fadailiha, the chapter of Sunnats and its virtues. Because Salah is such a great ibadat, right? Therefore, it has Sunnats also. It has Sunnats also. Whereas most other ibadats, they've got just farais and wajibats. They don't have Sunnats. But Salah has got Sunnats also. And the purpose of these Sunnats is that you will be ready for Salah. It prepares you for Salah. You understand it? Right. And it will allow you to make your faras better. If you had recited a little bit Salah before and after, then your faras becomes better in between. You understand it? Right. And then we look at sunnats, there are two types of sunnats. One is sunnat mu'akkada, that is which Nabi Akram did it with continuity, and sunnat ghair mu'akkada, which Nabi Akram didn't do with continuity. Right. Then we have the other point here is that the qirat in the sunnans doesn't have to be all equal. Like how you have to have a special tartib for qirat in the faras, you don't have to have a special tartib for an amount of qirat in the sunnats. Right. وعن أم حبيبة رضي الله عنها قالت قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم من صلى في يوم وليلة 12 ركعة بني له بيت في الجنة 4 قبل الظهر وركعتين بعدها وركعتين بعد المغرب وركعتين بعد العشاء وركعتين قبل صلاة الفجر. رواه الترمذي. وفي رواية المسلم أنها قالت سمعت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول ما من عبد مسلم يصلي لله كل يوم 12 ركعة تطوعا غير فريضة إلا بنى الله له بيتا في الجنة أو إلا بني له بيتا في الجنة. Right. And Habiba radiallahu anha, she said that Nabi Akram said, whoever recites in one day and one night 12 rakats, then a house will be built for him in Jannah. 4 before Zohar and 2 after Zohar and 2 after Maghrib and 2 after Isha and 2 before Fajr. That's 12. Right? All the Sunnah Mu'akkada. Narrated by Tirmizi. And one riwayat for Muslim, she said that I heard Nabi Akram saying, there's no Muslim servant who recites for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala every day 12 rakats, nafil, not faras, right? Except that Allah will build for him a house in Jannah, or except that a house will be built for him in Jannah. So all these are sunnat mu'akkada. And the 2 sunnats of Fajr is the most emphasized of all of them. You understand it? They are the most emphasized. Some say it's wajib also, that sunnate, the 2 sunnats before Fajr, literally.